I am rich 55 times, 5 days in a row. Millions of people are doing this right now, on purpose. It's called money manifestation, and it's genuinely massive online. The claim? Write it, believe it, the universe delivers it. That part isn't true. No research supports that. But here's the twist that surprised even me. Something real actually does happen when you do this, just not the thing anyone's claiming. So this video has two halves, the magic and the actual mechanism hiding under it. Let's separate them properly. First, what this even is. Vision boards, scripting, affirmation journals, the 5-5-5 method. Write your wish 55 times, 5 days straight. I am so grateful I have $3,000 in my account. Written by hand, repeated daily, treated with total sincerity. This isn't a fringe corner of the internet. It's one of the biggest personal finance trends among young adults right now. Millions of videos, millions of views. A real documented cultural moment. So it's worth actually taking seriously instead of just mocking it. Here's the actual claim, stated plainly. Focus your thoughts and feelings on wealth. The universe, energy, vibration, something external responds. Money arrives. Not from action, from alignment. That's the core promise in every version of this trend. And to be direct about it, there's no mechanism by which that's true. Thoughts don't broadcast a frequency that money receives. No study has ever shown belief alone moving currency into an account. That part is, plainly, not how money works. So why does it feel like it's working for so many people? Here's where it gets genuinely interesting. Writing a specific goal down repeatedly does something measurable. Psychologists call part of it an implementation intention. A concrete, repeated goal makes your brain more likely to act on it. Not because the universe heard you, because you rehearsed a plan. There's a second effect stacked on top of that. Once your brain locks onto a goal, it starts noticing related things. A side gig, a forgotten refund, an opportunity you'd normally scroll past. Psychologists call this selective attention, or the frequency illusion. The world didn't hand you more opportunities, your filter changed. The opportunities were always there. There's a third piece. Repetition builds genuine belief in your own agency. Feeling more capable measurably changes how boldly people act. So the ritual quietly does three real things: rehearsal, attention, and confidence. None of them are magic. All of them are documented. The manifestation didn't do this, the writing did. Now, I have to be honest about the limits here too. Problem one, none of this creates money that isn't otherwise coming. Rehearsal and attention can help you find opportunities. They can't invent them. Problem two, testimonials are a terrible way to measure this. You only hear from the people it seemed to work for. The people who wrote 55 affirmations and nothing changed go quiet. That's survivorship bias, dressed up as spiritual proof. Problem three, this can tip into something genuinely risky. Some manifestation content actively discourages practical financial planning. Just align your energy isn't a retirement strategy. Researchers studying this trend flagged real concern here. Belief without a backup plan is exactly how people get exploited, by schemes that borrow the same language: alignment, energy, deserving abundance. So take the ritual for what it does, not for what it's marketed as doing. So why does it feel so convincing when it works? Because confirmation bias is doing quiet, heavy lifting. You write, "I am rich." Then money-related things start standing out. Your brain files that as evidence the ritual worked. It doesn't file the days nothing happened. Nothing there to notice. So the wins get remembered. The misses get forgotten by default. That's not dishonesty, that's just how memory keeps score. Add one coincidence, a check arrives, a bonus lands, and it feels undeniable. It wasn't. It was a normal coincidence wearing a very convincing costume. Same trick every time. Real feeling, misattributed cause. So how do you keep what actually works and drop what doesn't? A few moves. Quick pause. If you've ever written a goal down and felt it work, a like helps this reach someone else. The fixes. Fix 1. Keep the writing, drop the mysticism. Write the specific number. Skip the belief that it summons anything external. The mechanism was never supernatural. It was just written intention. Fix 2. Pair every affirmation with one concrete action. I am debt-free, plus one actual payment, same week. Not belief alone. The sentence sets the direction. The action is what actually moves anything. Fix 3. Track outcomes honestly, including the misses. Write down what you tried and what actually happened, good or bad. A written record beats a curated memory every single time. Fix 4. Treat noticing as a tool, not a miracle. When your brain surfaces an opportunity, that's selective attention working correctly. Use it. Just don't credit it to the universe instead of your own focus. Fix 5. Keep a real financial plan running underneath any ritual. Budgets, savings, actual numbers, never replaced by belief, only supported by it. If the ritual helps you show up for the plan, keep it. If it replaces the plan, drop it. Here's the reframe to walk away with. Money manifestation isn't nothing, and it isn't magic either. It's a delivery mechanism for 3 real psychological tools. Rehearsal, selective attention, and borrowed confidence, wrapped in language that credits the universe instead of your own brain. You can keep the ritual, just relocate the credit. It was never the vibration. It was always the writing plus the follow-through. That's genuinely the whole video. Everything else was just where the effect actually comes from. And that's money manifestation. Real psychology wearing a mystical costume. If you've ever done this and had it work, same reaction most people have. Genuinely. That's the whole reason this channel exists. Real research on the money rituals we all quietly try at some point. So thank you for being here and for watching this whole thing. If you're new, this is Brain Vault. One study, one money behavior, every single week. No shame, no guilt tripping, no course to sell you at the end. Just the why behind what your brain already does. If that's useful, hit subscribe. Costs nothing. It's the entire reason more of these get made. A like helps too. It's the biggest signal this was worth watching. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you tried manifestation, the 555 method, a vision board, any of it? Did something actually shift, or did it just feel like it did? Drop it in the comments. Honestly, either answer is genuinely interesting. I read every single one, and I reply to most of them. If a friend of yours swears by their vision board, send them this, gently. They can keep the ritual. This just explains what it's actually doing. Seriously, thank you for spending this time here. I've got another one of these ready next week, same channel, same day. Until then, write the number, skip the mysticism, do the follow-through. Thanks for watching all the way through. That means a lot. See you in the next one. The universe isn't listening. Your own attention is. Point it somewhere useful. That's the actual manifestation. It was always just focus, wearing a nicer word.